the source of life since the dawn of time. Each drop a jewel that leaves a trace, an imperceptible trace, day after day, for billions of years, creating valleys, canyons, estuaries, and spectacular caves. Caves where the water rises to fame as a master craftsman, sculpting unique and whimsical forms, only to be seen deep inside this boundless landscape. Forms that make Soplao one of the most beautiful caves in the world. A remarkable caprice of nature, open for the use and enjoyment of the public. Soplao is a single cavity, rock formations caused by the accumulation of calcite and aragonite in the dripping water. Give us these exceptional images. Ghosts in stone. The spectacular opera. The subterranean lake. Threads of rock that twist like corkscrews. Gigantic fissures. And stalagmites of every conceivable shape and size. An experience that will change the way we perceive the inside of our planet through a leisurely visit. Or, with an expert guide, we can reach the deeper, more remote galleries, right to the heart of this infinite land. Riches in the present from the past. A past preserved by the sap of ancient trees, forming the largest deposits of amber in the history of Europe. Amber that holds the secrets of insects and plants 110 million years old. Insects which once lived alongside dinosaurs are preserved to this day for us to study and admire. But the past hasn't only left us traces of animals. Our ancestors have given us prehistoric paintings and tools, which are now protected as a World Heritage Site. Paintings of deer, fish, and bison sleeping in the caves of Chufin. Water not only sculpts the interior of it, streams, waterfalls, and rivers have shaped this rugged and difficult terrain, such that it has kept the valleys of Sacha and Danza as unique examples of natural landscape and ethnography. Human landscapes where water power was the first to move the machines created by man. Energy to move rough wheels and beams, operating mills and metal forges. Inventions now restored to fuse earth, fire and water in the impressive forge of Cadiz. Water, ever present, ever changing. Drops that hammer. Steady rain, morning dew, evening's showers. Unhurried snow. Electric stalls. And floating clouds in the land of Soplao. Water which carpets the verdant tapestry of oak and beechwoods, where paths created by shepherds and their flocks are now enjoyed on peaceful walks. Among the rolling green hills, a sudden burst of red roofs reveals a beautiful mountain village. Fine stone, carved with grand openings, courtyards and arches. A paved paradise that frees the soul. Tudanka, Carmona, or Barthena Mayor safeguard their greatest treasure, a landscape shaped by its people who for centuries cultivated crops and raised flocks. Forged with the ploughshare, this rich mix of meadows, villages and forests fills our eyes and warms the heart. The rivers Saka and Nansa carved this rugged terrain, framed by hills and mountains. The enchanted valleys drift down between crags and meadows, where you can lose yourself in a landscape of dreams, northern legends, full of mist and clouds. The rivers pour their water into the bays and join the rest of the world's oceans through the Cantabrian Sea. A sea where salt and sweet water merge, uniting the fisherman and the traveller, the cliffs and the marshes, the fish and the otters. Water. The sea and its currents creating immense beaches. Beaches which are now national parks. White beaches, fine and wild, framed by castles, guarded by lighthouses, where fishing ports abound. A wild sea that breaks onto beaches so man can tame it for his pleasure, leisure and enjoyment. A place to relax or play every kind of sport in a beautifully preserved natural environment. A rocky coast that breaks the ocean's flow. Noble fishing villages with their long heritage. Towers, castles, seminaries and colleges, palaces and grand houses, medieval streets which blend with the overflowing countryside. This diverse country is transformed by water, which unites and differentiates it at the same time. Water, the fundamental source of this diversity. Thriving villages, tranquil forests, deserted coves and ancient culture, fascinating museums and myriad activities. A unique heritage. 1,000 plans to choose. For the visitor, a new land, full of possibilities. An infinite